Hey guys, welcome back to the Manifest Digest. I'm Dominique.
And I'm KWAMAE.
If you've ever felt unmotivated to get things done, then keep watching this video. It's perfect for you because we share the skills and tips that we use that help us feel motivated and inspired.
On this channel, we share tips and tools that can help inspire, motivate, and teach you to manifest your best life and more.
So the first one we want to talk about is prioritizing. That plays a big part in getting started, getting motivated. When I know I have multiple things to get done, I like to make a list. For example, we're going out of town and I know that I have 1,000,001 things to do. I started with my main list that's gonna have just my general things that need to get done. And then I start with a sub list that also has all the things down to the detail. So after I made my list, this not only helped me stay on top of getting done what needed to be done, but also I felt motivated and energized. I got past that overwhelmed feeling and realized like, okay, this is doable once I broke it down. I don't know, what about you?
Start with the hardest task at first. So if I see something and I know I'm gonna have to dedicate maybe like 10 minutes to this, and then something else I can get rid of in 5, especially in the morning when I'm just opening up my emails for work. I'll go through my emails one by one and read off, what is the task that they need me to do, and then I'll go ahead and prioritize it right there. So if I see it's a task that's gonna take me more than 10 minutes, I'll go ahead and add that to a list. If it's something that can get done in less than 5, then I'll go ahead and knock it out right there. And that ends up really reducing my list size really quickly, and I end up getting a lot of work done that way.
So I don't know about you guys, but if my house is messy, I know KWAMAE, you're like this too, if our desk is messy, it's hard to think and it's hard to focus. So our space really has to be clean in order to get things done. And I get distracted super easily. So if my desk is messy, I always start there. I'll take like 15-20 minutes to just clean my desk off. And sometimes I reorganize it just to change things up, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Maybe it's a mental thing. Sometimes if my monitor's in one spot, I'll move it over to the other spot. So that helps me. I don't know if you guys have tried that, but I recommend it because rearranging helps a lot. But definitely organize your space. Organizing your space will organize your thoughts, and you can start the next day, the new day, with a fresh mind, clean, and you don't have any stress adding on to your already stressful day.
I'm a sticky notes kind of guy, so on my desk, especially at work, I have sticky notes everywhere. I need to know where everything is, so if I have a sticky note relating to one project, I'll have them all in this area, and then I'll have sticky notes relating to another project in another area. You don't have to be super clean, like spotless everything, but there needs to be some kind of organization to what's happening in your work area, just to give you kind of that relief that you're not digging through things to find things. If you're someone that is constantly busy, you really don't have the time to clean all the time. So if you just keep it organized from the get-go, then
you won't have a lot of stuff to clean.
Yeah, you'll save a lot of time in the future, and you just keep it going, make it a lifestyle. Yeah. Something that really helps me out is having some headphones and jamming out when it's time to get some work done. That is when I let everyone know that I'm in the zone. I put in those headphones and I am locked in. This might not work for everybody. This might only be for people that can handle outside noise when they're trying to get things done. So if there's maintenance going on somewhere, or your phone's blaring all the time, or you have some TV, or you have the kids, or any of that stuff going on around you, just put those headphones in, block out the surroundings, and get things done.
But yeah, so remove your distractions too. After we talk about adding music, listening to music, if that distracts you, don't do it, because you're not gonna get shit done. You're not gonna get things done, so remove those distractions that you might have.
Especially now where everyone's at home, no one really has personal space anymore. Everyone is always in each other's faces, especially the bigger your house is, your household. If you have 3 or 4 people running around in your house, it's really hard to find that area in the house where you can just have that absolute silence. Another big topic for me is stop worrying. Just stop worrying about what else is going on in your life when you're really trying to get things done, because those are the things that can really stop you just being overwhelmed all the time, just feeling like there's just all this pressure on you all the time. You can't get anything done that way. My boss used to give me a list of things that I had to do, a long list of things. I would get this huge list and I would just instantly feel the dread, just like, oh, that movie moment was like, that zoom. And that's the thing, you sit there and just worry about it and just be like, oh,
how am I gonna do this?
How am I gonna get all this stuff done?
There's no way. Yeah.
But in reality, what you should be doing is saying, okay, what do I need to get done first? Prioritizing everything, and just stop getting overwhelmed by that. Don't look at it. Don't look at the huge list. Just start with the first thing on the list and tackle that. Use that in any facet of your life. You have a bunch of bills. I like Dave Ramsey's method. It's called the snowball method, and he's always saying, if you have a ton of debt, start with the debt with the highest interest rate first. Knock that out. Just focus on knocking that one out first, and then take the money from that one when you pay that off and put it towards the next debt, and it kind of snowballs after that, and you keep using the money from the previous debt to the new debt. And when you just really break it down and say, okay, well, I'm just gonna start with this, knock that out and go to the next one, it makes it a lot more manageable. You know that you can handle it. It seems a lot easier in your head, and that's what it's all about. It's about your mental and how you feel about the things. So if you feel like you can handle it, then you'll handle it. Rejection hurts. There's no way around it. It is what it is, right? But that's one of the biggest hindrances in anybody's life. If you're fearing rejection, it's gonna stop you from doing so many things.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's easier said than done, of course, to stop fearing rejection, but we really need to think about what's
the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that can happen? Where does that fear of rejection stem from? Was it something that happened to you? When you think about the rejections that had happened in the past, what were the real consequences of that? Oh, you got your ego hurt, for a little bit, but then
you were embarrassed.
Yeah, you were embarrassed, whatever. Life moved on, you moved on, and now you're here. So if you took that mindset into thinking, okay, if I get rejected, I'm gonna overcome it anyway, you would take so many more chances in your life.
Learn from it.
Yeah.
Why am I being...
happens to everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Why am I being told no? What did I do wrong? What can I learn from this? What specific things? So you can grow from that rejection and that no. Everybody gets rejected. The most richest, famous people have been told no millions of times, I guarantee it.
Yeah, they'll say it, yeah.
We've been rejected, but the thing is, it's what you take from that and what you make of yourself.
If you didn't even deserve the rejection at that time, then it's just realizing your worth at that time and realizing that you're more than you are and moving to the next position or, phase of your life knowing your worth.
And to add to that, a rejection, a no, does not define who you are. It will never define who you are unless you let it. That's up to you. But you are not that no, whatever. Even if it is not constructive criticism, good feedback, and they just rejected you just because, that does not define you.
Yeah.
Period. Does not. So that kind of brings me to kind of ask, what story are you telling yourself? What is it? Sit there and think about that. Ask yourself that. What are you saying to yourself in this moment that's making you feel unmotivated, not wanting to get things done, uninspired? Why is it? And also, what are the so-called roadblocks? You see how I did that?
Mm-hmm. Roadblocks.
The roadblocks that you're telling yourself. The story we tell ourselves will always be true. So what story are you telling yourself? Change that story. So if you're telling yourself that person got so much accomplished because they had so many more opportunities than me, and I don't have near as much time as they had to complete this task, or the opportunities or the resources to even figure out how to complete this task or learn a new skill, whatever it is, then it's true. It's gonna be true. You have the ability to learn anything you need with the resources you have right now. It might not be the most ideal resources, but they're there. You just have to do your research and maybe step outside of your comfort zone. Whatever story you're telling yourself, you are then putting out into the universe, and whatever you put out, you'll get back, and you are now identifying with a false reality when the truth is that is not true, but it's only true because you made it true. None of us are always inspired, always motivated, but you just have to give yourself that push to just do it just start it, and before you know it, you're halfway there.
Another one on the list is to have an accountability partner, someone that's gonna have your back when you tell them, hey, I got this something and you really need to get done. Can you hold me to whatever I need to get done? And shoot, if I don't get it done, I'll give you $5 or something like that. It gives you that added pressure. And have it be someone that actually cares about you. This person's gonna actually hit you up and be like, hey, did you get this done? Are you good? Or anything like that. And it kind of just gets you pumped up to get ready to do it again, because everyone has those days where, you know, you wake up and you're just not feeling it that day. No one's gonna get up feeling 100% every single day. But to have someone in your corner, it feels good to know that somebody has your back and is watching your moves and wants to see you do well. They can join you, just like if you're having an accountability partner at the gym, you want to get big or whatever, you want to lose weight, whatever. You can have someone come to the gym with you. It's probably one of their goals too, and you guys can hold each other accountable. Say, hey, you know, we're gonna do this thing, you know, 2 days a week. I'll see you, you know, Monday and Wednesday, I'll see you. You hit your friend up and you're like, hey, you know, it's Monday, where you at? And you're like, oh man, I'm not feeling it today. Hey, let's go, bro. Like, me and you are in this.
Get up.
Yeah, we're in this together.
We're doing it.
And just hold each other accountable. I think if you apply those to any goal that you want to succeed in your life, I think just doing that can have you knock out so many more goals. So one of the last things after it's all said and done, you have all these things that you need to do, and you're doing all the steps that you need to do it. You need to look at that and be okay with what's happening and enjoy that process and understand that there's steps to everything. Nothing just goes from 0 to 100. You're gonna go through the struggles, you're gonna go through the pain, it's okay.
We really hope this video helped you guys and you feel inspired or know the steps you need to take to get that motivation back, that drive, that energy.
If you like what you've seen so far, please make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share this with anyone that you think might like this information.
This is the Manifest Digest, and we will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.